Nicole, when was the last time you actually listened to your gut?
I always do, because nutrition in midlife is so important. And we know that there's a lot of misleading health advice out there. And most of what we're taught about food is wrong. Did you know that Big Food even pays TikTok influencers to say that ultra-processed foods are healthy when they're not?
I actually find that shocking, but it's no wonder that 1 in 8 people globally, that's over 1 billion people, are living with obesity.
So our sponsor Zoe understands that our health is suffering and that it's time we listened to our gut.
They make your gut health their business. And as we've learned in over 5 years of doing podcasts, gut health is key to overall health.
Your Zoe membership starts by testing your gut health, and it's backed by one of the world's largest microbiome databases and most scientifically advanced at-home gut health tests. Zoe gives you proven science whenever you need it.
Listen, we know better than anyone else, being in the self-care space, that the start of every new year is noisy with loads of health advice that's often full of hot air and rubbish. But Zoe is the solution that you can trust.
Zoe is the science and nutrition company leading a movement to transform the health of millions. And Zoe membership has been proven by a randomized controlled trial, giving you the solutions to listen to your gut, make smarter food choices, and change your health for life.
Go to Zoe.com and find out what Zoe membership could do for you. And because you listen to 40ish, you can use the exclusive code 40ish10 to get 10% off membership. As a Zoe member, you'll get an at-home test kit and personalised nutrition programme to help you make smarter food choices that support your gut. That's Zoe.com. Use code 40ish10 at checkout. Trust your gut. Trust Zoe.
It's 2025, a new year and the best time to turn your great idea into a business. Shopify is how you're going to make it happen. Let me tell you how. Shopify makes it simple to create your brand, open for business, and get your first sale. Get your store up and running easily with thousands of customizable templates. All you need to do is drag and drop. Their powerful social media tools let you connect all your channels and create shoppable posts. Established in 2025. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/promo. All lowercase. Go to shopify.com/promo to start selling with Shopify today. Shopify.com/promo.
This episode is sponsored by Zoe. Hello, clubbers. Do you know that Self-Care Club and 40ish, our other podcast, have a subscription?
Well, we are here to tell you that we do. It's on Apple Podcasts and you can find it there. All you have to do is click on our show and just scroll down and you will see the subscription there. And for $3.99 a month, you get early access, bonus episodes and everything ad-free. So please come along and join us.
And for the next 2 weeks only, we have halved the price of an annual subscription. So if you want a real bargain, go over now whilst the half price sale is still on.
What middle-aged Spice Girl would you be?
Tupperware Spice.
He's very charming.
Thanks,
I've actually
Ethan.
met James Nesbitt before.
Mine was about James Norton.
He actually asked me out.
James Norton?
Nesbitt. I'm sorry to tell you,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be that weird for you to have a sex dream about me. I'm sorry it wouldn't.
I'm sorry it would.
No, I disagree. Hello, everybody. Welcome to 40ish. I'm Nicole Goodman.
And I'm Laura Mishkon. Can I tell you what's going on this week? I was on hold to the vet for a while, a lengthy amount of time. They're obviously dealing with something. So they put me on hold and I had to listen to the hold music. Do you have hold music at your vet?
You go to the vet a lot more than I do.
Yeah, well, the hold music it's a catchy little tune.
Oh, dear. What is it?
Na 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 na. That's the tune.
What is that? Is that a song?
I don't fucking know. It's the vet holding music.
Right.
Anyway.
Oh, it's not an actual song.
No, it's when they say, hello, vet, can you just hold a moment, please? And then they play, na, na, na,
Yeah.
na, na. Anyway, so I was, I've been listening to it for a long time. I speak to the vet eventually. I put the phone down and I'm driving somewhere. And 5 minutes later, I can hear, hello, hello, hello. And I'm thinking, like, who is talking? I'm alone in the car. Who is talking to me? And I realised that I have hit a phone number on my phone. Someone else has answered it, and I have been singing
The vet music.
the vet theme tune, the vet theme tune music to them for I don't know how long. And they've been
Well, you were
listening
sitting
to
in the
it,
car singing to yourself.
singing it. Shit, it's a person. So I just put the phone down really quickly.
So you don't know who it was?
I do know who it was.
Who was
'cause I
it?
checked later.
Who was it?
It was.
Who was it?
It was the lighting shop.
The lighting shop.
Yeah, it was a man in the lighting shop called Daniel.
Why are you calling the lighting shop? Why have you got the lighting shop in your phone book?
I had some issues with the light
Right.
that I bought from him.
Yeah.
Some complications
Yeah.
arose, and I had to go and visit him twice and phone him quite a few times to fix this problem. So he was in my phone. But now I've sung to him, so I can never, ever, ever, ever go back and see Daniel.
You are slowly working your way through all the local businesses that you can no longer visit. Aren't you?
I basically
Can't
need
go to the
move.
dentist.
Can't go to the hygienist. I can go to the dentist. I cannot go to
Oh,
the
it's
hygienist.
the hygienist.
I basically need to move.
What happened? Oh, you held her hand. That's right. You held her hand. That was last week.
Let's go over that. Let's
You
go
held
over
the
that embarrassing-
hygienist's hand when she just wanted your bib.
Yeah.
So now you can't go back there. And
No.
now you can't go back to the lighting store. Okay. You know what? You've done worse.
I have done worse. It's so true. It's so true.
Well, I played a little game this weekend,
Oh, right.
which I really wanted to bring here
Oh,
because I think it's going to be really good fun.
an actual game.
And well, define game. I mean, I don't want to like build your hopes up, but to me it was a game. It might not be a game to you.
Okay.
When
Yeah.
you say an actual game,
Yeah. Is it like a game you made up?
it's
Or-
a game we made up.
Oh, okay.
I was away this weekend on a girls' trip.
Yeah.
And we were at dinner and we'd all had a few cocktails.
Yeah.
And we played a game
Yeah.
of if you had to be a Spice Girl, what Spice Girl would you be? Now, it wasn't like, oh, I'll be Scary Spice, I'll be Posh Spice. You had to make up your own Spice Girl.
Oh, I see.
But it was like women in their 40s/50s because we were away for my friend's 50th. That version of Spice Girl. So it was a middle-aged, what middle-aged Spice Girl would you be?
Tupperware spice.
No, I have to choose yours and you have to choose mine.
See. Oh, I see.
So we had,
Ah.
one was Sweaty Spice.
Oh, dear. Yeah.
Yeah. One was Neurotic Spice.
Yeah.
She wasn't happy about that.
No.
One
yeah.
was Vintage Spice.
Yeah, nice. I know exactly which of your friends you're describing when you're saying this.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
was Vintage Spice.
Yeah.
And then my friend Sarah was, well, we didn't quite define Sarah, but I think she was eventually, she kept calling herself Sensible Spice. But we were like, that's not sexy. You can't have Sensible Spice. Anyway, I now need to choose yours. I haven't actually thought about it.
What was yours?
I'm going to get there.
Oh.
I'm going to get there because I want to know what Spice Girl you would choose for me.
Oh. Wow. Talk about being put on the spot.
Tupperware Spice.
Yeah.
Something like to do with how shit you are with tech.
I'm actually getting really much better with text. I think that's actually a bit of a slur. I was about to say it was a racial slur, but it's not a racial slur.
I think
It's
that's a tad dramatic.
It's a technical slur. It's just a slur on my personality.
Well, you're not techie Spice.
I'm not.
You're not techie Spice.
I'm not techie Spice.
No.
Because we did this with our Top Gun call names, didn't
Yes.
we? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a lot easier.
What were you? Steadfast.
Yeah.
And I was H2O.
H2O. Yeah.
H2O was good.
Yeah.
So was Steadfast, actually.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. You could be Steady Spice.
I like that.
I thought you might.
You could be Hydrated Spice.
I actually don't feel that
You
hydrated
could be
today.
well hydrated Spice.
No, hydrated Spice. It's not got a ring to it, has it? No.
You could be HRT Expert Spice.
I was hit, and that brings me on to what Spice Girl I was.
Which one were you?
Menopausal Spice. Just before we dive into your dilemmas, a quick disclaimer.
Oh, we are not doctors or healthcare professionals,
It's a fun space where we share our thoughts.
which could be totally and utterly wrong.
And if there is an issue that you are seriously struggling with, please contact a qualified expert. What is our first dilemma of the day?
Dear Lauren and Nicole, okay, so fluctuating hormones at 47 have apparently decided to spice up my life in a way I wasn't prepared for.
Oh, you're never prepared. Never prepared. I feel you.
I've got myself stuck in a situation called limerence, which, in case you're not familiar, is just a fancy term for a crush, a psychological state of being obsessed with another person. It's basically an involuntary...
Limerence? I've never heard of
Neither
that.
had I. It's an involuntary, all-consuming romantic attachment to someone even when it's not reciprocated, and it is the best description of what is happening to me. I am married. He's got a girlfriend, and yet I'm spending my days obsessing over him. I've got the full package. Sex dreams, stomach flips, and my brain replaying scenes all day long in and out of the office. It's basically like I'm 14 again, except now I have a weak pelvic floor and a mortgage.
Sexy.
I have absolutely zero intention of acting on this, but how the hell do I turn it off? We work in the same department, so
Oh,
avoiding
dear.
him is impossible.
Oh, dear.
Any tips on how to stop this without quitting my job or moving to a convent?
Oh, dear.
Oh,
that
I
is
feel for her.
unfortunate.
I feel for her.
I have had a crush on someone at work before,
Yeah.
previous to meeting Adam.
Yeah.
In fact, it was just before I met Adam.
Yeah.
I had such a crush on him, and he was a fellow hairdresser, and I was working this hairdresser in town at the time. I would like rush my clients through if I saw that he was kind of hanging around reception waiting for his next client, just so I could get a couple of minutes with him, just to talk to him. I had such an infatuation with this guy.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how it happened, which is probably not very helpful. I just went off him. I just
Oh.
went off him.
Was he ever into you?
Well, I don't think so.
You never showed any interest?
No.
It was completely unrequited
I don't,
love.
and I don't think it wasn't love.
Crush.
And I don't think he knew how I felt.
Okay.
But I was absolutely mad about him for about 6 weeks.
But it's kind of okay because you were single.
Yes.
But she is married and he has a girlfriend and she doesn't want a relationship with him. She's just obsessed with him.
I wonder what that is about. My feeling is that it's not really about him.
Well,
And
she
it's,
said it's hormonal.
and it's more about her. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's going on for her. And perhaps, and we've said this on the show before, perhaps she could put all of that pent up frustration and longing into her marriage and maybe
Yes.
spice up her sex life in her own marriage.
If that's what it's about. It might be something really subconscious.
She's
deep.
having sex dreams.
Yeah. I had one of those last week.
Was it about me? Because I'm the only other person you work. Oh no, you work with James.
No, it wasn't about either of you. That's weird. Put that thought away immediately. No, it's
Only because she said she works in the same department. You work in the same department as me.
I didn't say I had a sex dream about someone I work with. I just had a sex dream. And then a few nights later, I had another dream.
It wouldn't. I'm sorry to tell you.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be that weird for you to have a sex dream about me. I'm sorry, it wouldn't.
I'm sorry it would.
No, I disagree.
I'm sorry, but it would.
Why? Why?
Because I'm
Don't
not-
be mean.
Because
Why?
I'm not gay.
So
I've never had... Are we going here?
we're here.
I've never had a sex dream about a woman or involving a woman. Not even subconsciously am I curious in that department. I'm just not. That's just how I'm built.
I'm
I
trying
can't
to
help
think if
it.
I have.
Have you?
No, I'm trying to think.
Have you had a sex dream about me? And is this like some sort of transference? And this is your way of trying to tell me, but you don't really want to talk about it. But you clearly do. Have you?
No.
Okay, good.
Not that I'm aware of.
I think
no.
you'd be aware.
I think it would make things really awkward.
Yeah.
Anyway, I haven't.
Okay, good.
Because now we've gone into an area where we both might have a sex dream about each other, and that's not okay.
I just don't think that's going to happen. And I do think if it was going to happen, it would have happened by now.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm just saying, we
Yeah.
I've often said that we kind of fell like in platonic love, didn't we?
Yeah, but there's a difference between platonic love
Yeah.
and sex. They're not the same thing.
No, I know, but it's like an infatuation. Like you have a crush on someone.
I really, really like you, but you can stay dressed at all times.
But you probably, without you even knowing about it, I don't even know why I'm pushing this point.
Okay.
You probably had a crush on me without even realising.
Okay.
And I probably had a crush on you.
Did you?
Well, like when
Did
we
you
first
like-
met and we got to know each other and
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. A platonic crush, for sure. For sure.
Okay.
It's really weird because normally out of the two of us, I'm the prude. And
I
here
don't feel prudy about it. It's just I don't want to shag you. I'm sorry. I don't.
you don't need to say I'm sorry.
I'm
because
sorry. You're very attractive. I like you very much as a person. You're nice on the inside and the outside.
Oh, thanks.
But it's your own. That's your own business. You can keep all your bits and pieces to yourself.
Good.
Please.
Good.
Thank you.
Because then it might be, then we might have an issue like within the workplace. And then
Well, we would, yeah.
Well, we would.
We would. My sex dream was about James Norton.
Oh, he's hot.
I mean, I don't really ever think about James Norton.
At first, I'd stopped for a minute
Because
because
you were thinking Tommy. You were thinking...
I was actually thinking James Nesbitt. Who
No.
I think, no, I love James Nesbitt. And
I
he
like
was
him.
in that shit thing on Netflix that you made me watch, Missing You.
He's all right. I don't want to...
He's very
I wanna have
charming.
sex
I've
with
actually
him.
met James Nesbitt before.
Mine was about James Norton.
He actually asked me out.
James Norton?
Nesbitt.
James Nesbitt asked you out?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, come on. Let's hear it.
I don't
So
know.
last week we're talking about Clooney and Pitt. This week we're on to
yeah.
James Nesbitt.
Oh, yeah.
Right, tell the story.
There wasn't much of a story. He asked me out.
Where did you see him?
Well, I used to work in TV, didn't I?
Where were
You
you?
forget. My world used to be around
I need
celebrities.
context. Where were you?
I was working
Where?
on a TV show.
Which one?
He was a guest
Yeah.
that came on.
Was it Richard and Judy?
It was. That's a random guess to get it right.
Oh, I'm very, very
Anyway, he was
yeah.
one of the guests and he asked me out.
How did he ask you out?
I can't really remember. Oh, I think he asked me out on the phone. Did he ask me out on the phone?
How did he get your number?
Look, it was a very, very long time ago.
He came on Rich and Judy. He sat on the sofa with Rich and Judy promoting his latest BBC drama. Then he left the set and then he saw you.
I think it was Cold Feet days, actually.
Oh, Cold Feet. He saw
It's
you.
Cold Feet days.
Little hottie with your makeup tools and your hairdryer.
Yeah.
He asked for your number.
Yeah.
They rang you up. He said, oh, Nicole, you want to go off me? And you said, no thanks.
Well, I must have said no because we didn't go out, did we?
Wow.
Why would I say no to James Nesbitt?
Maybe
Because
you
I do
didn't-
find him quite
because
attractive.
he's not James Norton.
I do find James Nesbitt quite attractive.
Do
Anyway,
you? Do you?
Well, you know, because we had a bond.
You had a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a moment. We had
Yeah.
a moment.
I've never had a moment with Nesbitt or Norton, but I can tell you, for some reason, Norton and I were doing a play. It involved babies. We were for some reason putting them in cradles.
Why
I
him?
don't know. We were putting them in cradles and patting them to sleep, and then we sort of
Can I tell you?
Snogged.
Stop. I'm going to stop you.
What? It was a
There is
really good kiss.
nothing more boring
than other people's dreams.
Yeah.
Can I just say it was a really good kiss?
I know it's interesting to you.
It was a really good
but
kiss.
it's not interesting to anyone else. And let me tell you something, because
Yeah.
you've gone a step further. You've
What?
actually brought it to the show.
I know.
It's not okay.
But do you ever have that dream where it's like such a good kiss
It's not okay.
and it's so real?
I can't remember the last sex dream I had. Shush. Don't make me say those things.
Oh, but it's all right to ask you if I've had a sex dream about you and if I secretly want to have sex with you.
I
Okay,
didn't ask you that.
see.
I didn't ask you that. I didn't. Did the words "do you secretly want to have sex with me" come out my mouth?
That is where you were headed.
No, it wasn't. Because quite frankly, I don't want to know the answer.
The answer's no, in case you're still in any doubt. I think we might need to go to therapy about this.
I don't know why it got weird.
It's got really weird.
Yeah, okay. Let's move on.
Please. We
Okay.
haven't solved what we're doing with this woman. This poor lady is like writing into us, having this terrible limerence situation.
Never heard that word.
I hadn't either. I had to look it up. I had to look up how to.
You could tell her that you had a limerence over me. It's fine. Tell her that you resonate. I'm
God.
joking. I'm doing it to wind you up.
Okay.
Sorry.
You know what?
was
You'd
the
have
question?
a real problem if I just took you out to the toilets now and tried to kiss you. Then you'd have a problem.
Oh.
So I just don't, because I'll call your bluff. And then there'll be trouble. And then James will have to step in. We'll have to call HR. One of us will get fired.
Who's
I don't
HR?
know. You
Jesse,
or me.
who's HR?
You or me. We're the only people in our company, so you choose which of us is HR.
Listen, I don't want you to try and kiss me.
Okay, good.
Okay?
Okay, good. Because I'm not. Right. Help this woman, please.
I don't think you would do that anyway. If I'm just saying, I don't think you would take that role. I don't. I think you would wait for it to happen. I think you would wait for the other person to make the first move.
Do you?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I do. I do.
Okay.
Or maybe the hidden lesbian in you is more forthcoming. I don't know. Anyway, it's got weird. You made it weird.
Please help this woman.
What does she ask?
How to get out of her limerence.
Listen.
How does she turn it off? Her crush.
You just have to be a grown up about it. And you say, it's a crush. It doesn't mean anything. There's something deeper going on for me. And he is just a reflection of what is going on within myself.
I agree. I think this is a hormone thing. I think she's going through a midlife hormonal. What does my perimenopause mean about my attractiveness, sexuality, fertility in the world? And she's kind of putting it on this
It's good that she's got such a strong libido. Go you. Good for her.
It's great.
Because a lot of women at 47 that are very hormonal have zero libido.
I did look into limerence. Basically said it does fade. It fades. You just ignore it. You just leave it alone. It's like not scratching the itch.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of eventually fades. And then one day, I reckon in about 3 months, you'll look at him across the office and you'll be like, ugh.
Absolutely smashed that. Did we? We smashed it.
Did we? Hello, everybody. If you are enjoying this episode, could we please request that you share it with a friend who you think could do with a laugh?
We would be so grateful. Thank you so much. And also, if you're really loving it, please rate and review it. Lauren, you know me, and you know when it comes to answering the listeners' dilemmas and when it comes to food, I always trust my gut. And I also trust Zoe, the leading size and nutrition company.
All the nutritionists that we've spoken to on Self-Care Club have highlighted just how much misleading information is out there when it comes to food. Things like the claims that you see on packaging that say things like low sugar or nothing artificial. These are often assigned to actually avoid these foods. Ever noticed a health claim on fresh fruit?
No, never.
Right, well, you get my point.
So it's completely understandable why there's so much distrust and wondering who you should turn to for accurate information.
Well, it's very simple. It's not a dilemma for us. We use Zoe.
Backed by one of the world's largest microbiome databases and most scientifically advanced at-home gut health tests, Zoe gives you proven science whenever you need it.
Go to Zoe.com and find out what Zoe membership could do for you. And because you listen to 40ish, you can use the exclusive code 40ish10 at checkout to get 10% off membership. As a Zoe member, you'll get an at-home test kit and personalised nutrition program to help you make smarter food choices that support your gut. That's Zoe.com. Use code 40ish10 at checkout. Trust your gut. Trust Zoe.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
So, Lauren, basically we write down, things that we're going to talk about, don't we, in between the dilemmas. Mm-hmm. And Lauren wrote down something and I saw it in the script. Yeah. And it basically said she broke her zip on a jumpsuit. That is the topic, everybody. So, settle in. We are up for a very exciting segment right now. Lauren, come on, give it to us. We are ready to hear about the story with your broken zip on your jumpsuit.
You picked it up.
I'm not sure if there's any mystery left in this story, but we've heard about her crap dream with James Norton, and now we're going to hear about her broken zip on her jumpsuit.
I went to have dinner in a very nice hotel in the countryside for my son's 21st. I had to come up on the train. I packed a very nice jumpsuit to wear for the dinner. I got there. It was dinner time. I ran to the room.
Is everyone still on the edge of their seat deciding where this is going? Oh, it could go either way, couldn't it?
I'm not telling you the story. I'm not telling you the story now. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. It was a very...
Nothing else interesting has happened this week apart from your broken fucking zip. Oh, I know. I've got a really interesting story because yesterday we left the studio because we were recording yesterday as well, and I stopped by the dry cleaners to pick up my dry cleaning, and I asked them how much it would cost to replace my zip on a coat.
Yes, you did.
Well, Lauren was overcome with excitement, and did she dominate the conversation after that, because she started telling the dry cleaners about the broken zip on her jumpsuit. I was like, excuse me, I'm sure I was having a conversation with her about my fucking broken zip. Anyway, the woman gave us both a quote, and you trotted up that road. You were so happy with yourself, weren't you? So then I had to hear the story about the broken zip. It's like, well, I've got to hear it again.
I can't cope. My ribs hurt. Okay,
I know we're supposed to talk about mundane stuff.
Listen,
and make it funny.
Mundane. It was mundane.
But it's not particularly middle-aged. Or I mean, it's like, how are we supposed to make that remotely entertaining? Well, we managed,
I don't
actually.
know, but it I had to go to dinner in my train clothes, in my train outfit, because I couldn't do it up, and I had to, it was.
I do know because
thing.
I've now heard it
It
twice.
was a whole mishegas.
Was it?
Yeah, it really was.
The whole thing.
It was a whole thing.
Yeah. Didn't need to make it to the show, though, did it?
Well, it did. You seem very good about solving the dilemmas today. Really on it.
Right, I'm going to read the next one.
Come on then. Don't get distracted by my boobs.
Why would I get distracted by your boobs?
Because you secretly love me. Because you're secretly in limerence with me. I'm your secret limerence crush. Not so secret now. You've told everyone.
I am in secret crush with you.
It's not so secret now. You've said it.
It's fine.
Right.
You know what?
Yeah.
Apparently it's just going to fade.
Okay.
So we're all good.
Good.
Okay. We don't know who this is from. It's anonymous.
They always are.
They're not always.
Mostly.
Hello, I'm in my 30s but love your show, and I have a big dilemma.
Ooh, spill it.
I have been working in marketing for a drinks company for 5 years. Early on, I was desperate to go away with my new boyfriend who had planned a romantic trip to Florence.
Oh, I love Florence.
I told my boss that his mother had died and I needed 2 days of compassionate leave at short notice to attend the funeral. Oh, I don't like this. I never think you should lie about things like this.
Okay.
Anyway, fast forward to now, and this same boyfriend and I getting married.
Congratulations.
Lovely, congratulations. The invites have gone out. It was only, I know where this is going. It was only recently when we were thinking about a honeymoon destination that I remembered what I had done, and that both my boss and my future mother-in-law, who is very much alive, will be at the wedding. What do I do?
Okay, I feel like I've got an immediate solution to this, because I always have a 6-second plan for everything. I would just completely avoid the conversation and the topic. And then if at any juncture they should meet at the wedding or afterwards at the office.
But they don't have to meet for the boss to know that the mother-in-law is there.
No, I know, but obviously she'll be there and she'll be quite prominent.
Yes.
Because she's the groom's
Yes.
mother. Right?
Yes.
But I'm saying, should they meet at the wedding or afterwards when they're back at the office, he's like, oh, I met your husband's dead mother. I would just say,
That's a sentence.
I would just build on the lie and I would say, oh, no, that's not his mother. That's his stepmother. He remarried.
Okay. I have.
Because it's been 5 years.
Yep.
He could have remarried.
Yep.
So unless he does a whole thing in his groom speech where he's like, and my mother over here, she looks so beautiful today. And then,
Well, groom's speech, they do normally mention all the parents that are there. And they do also mention parents that have passed.
Oh my God, of course. Because he would say like, I'm so sad.
My mother's missing, so she's looking down on us and blah, blah, blah.
I'm so sad. I wish my mum was here today to see our special day. Okay, I would have to tell my fiance, listen, I told the lie. We had the Florence trip. So you cannot mention your mum in our wedding speech.
And then there'll be a whole beef with the mum and the new bride. And that is not how she needs to start her new relationship with her mother-in-law.
She's really I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, listener, but you have fucked yourself.
Yeah, I mean, that's not amazing.
No.
Also,
I thought that was a good get out, but it's actually not.
Can I just also say that I would never, ever, ever suggest that you lie about being ill or about someone dying.
Totes. And I always say that to
because
the children.
I think it's bad karma.
Yeah, I agree. So I always say that to children. Never lie about being ill.
Same.
Why? Why do we do that? Why do we say that?
Because I don't think you should tempt fate. And I think if you've got your health, you should be grateful enough and not lie about it.
Well, she was just lying about her mother-in-law's health, not her own.
Yeah, but that's not amazing. But she
great.
Understands that it was a mistake.
Well, it's a mistake now.
I have got the best idea.
Go on.
She could tell the truth.
How many times do we have to have this conversation? Never tell the truth.
No, this is the only way out of it. Without looking like a total idiot.
What does she say? Let's role play that.
She says,
I'll be the boss. Hi, Nicole. How's your Wednesday going? I can't wait to come to your wedding. I'm really looking forward to it.
You're a peppy boss.
I've even bought a new suit.
Oh, I'm so pleased. We're so excited to have you. Funny story.
Oh, yeah?
You know when I said about 5 years ago that I was going to Florence for my mother-in-law's funeral? Mm-hmm. Turns out I lied because actually what I wanted to do was go away for a couple of days with my new boyfriend at the time, who's now going to be my husband.
You're fired.
Which he's not going to fire her. I'm not going to fire her 5 years later.
Nicole, I took you on.
Hold on. I've just had an absolute, just a moment.
Yeah.
If he's coming to her wedding, they must be friendly.
Well, yeah.
They must socialise.
Yeah. They must.
They must. So when you're out having a few drinks, that's when you say it.
By the way, Richard.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law's not dead. She's sitting over there.
By the way, you're going to meet my mother-in-law, and I know I told you a little white lie
when I started
years
the
ago.
job, because I was on a shagging fest in Florence with my new boyfriend.
Yeah, maybe leave the word shagging out, but yeah, because he's still a boss.
It's really risky. The whole thing is really risky.
I don't know why she invited him.
Well, you're right. They obviously must have a relationship to be inviting him.
Is it the whole department that know that he's...
Well, she wouldn't have had to tell the whole department. She just needed the 2 days off. She didn't need to tell her boss. She wouldn't need to announce it in the department. Hi, everyone. My boyfriend's mother's died.
I actually just think this is a cautionary tale. To all that are listening, don't lie about death. Don't lie about illness. This is a cautionary tale.
I mean, I feel like most people should know that already.
She didn't. She does now.
What are we just saying?
I bet
sorry?
she tells her kids, her future kids, not to lie about health or death now.
Are we just going to say to her, listen, sorry, you've made your bed, now lie in it, basically?
No, I've given very good advice. Yours was ridiculous.
I would just say concoct a story. You would say tell the truth.
What story? He was told the mother-in-law was dead. She's now going to be sat at the wedding and in the speeches.
Let's just say, listen, it's a really...
She's going to be... Lauren, she's going to be walking him down the aisle.
Yeah, she totally is.
Right?
Okay, you know what I would say? I would be like, Richard, this is really funny. But do you remember 5 years ago when I needed that time off for my mother-in-law's funeral? Well, she just made this miraculous recovery. They thought she was going to die, but she didn't die.
No, because
she was in a coma.
She said funeral. She'd already died. No, she'd already died.
Well, I thought she was dying.
Or she could say, Richard, do you remember when I went for my mother-in-law's funeral? Well, it turns out I completely lied because I wanted 2 days off.
Well, it turns out we went to the funeral, and as we were in the church, we heard a knocking on the coffin and she wasn't dead. I know, it's unbelievable.
Whoever's listening to this, whoever is still with us, please write in over whose idea is better.
Or if you've actually got a solution for this woman. And hurry up.
We have a
sounds like
solution.
the wedding soon.
We have, we have a solution.
She must be shitting herself.
Yeah. That's our show. On 40ish.
Oh, God. And my ribs hurt from the laughing.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's a good show.
Is it?
Well, it is for us.
Yeah. I had the same problem with my ribs when I was trying to do up the jumpsuit.
Yeah, I can't.
They're
Listen,
very
if I have to listen to this jumpsuit for a third time, we're about to pass the dry cleaner again. Are you going to go back in? Did you bring the jumpsuit?
No, I forgot.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think this is going to be the end of the fucking jumpsuit. We'll be back on
Tuesday.
We'll be back on Tuesday. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to be in touch, hello at 40ish, that's 40ish.co.uk. Please send us any dilemmas. Oh my God. Lauren just stopped me from saying our email address because she said we don't have an email. We do have an email. Hello at 40ish.co.uk. That's 40ish.co.uk. So please email us just to prove to Lauren that we do have an email. Yes.
Okay, that's great. I thought people just DM'd us on Instagram, 40ish.podcast.
No, they email us.
Oh, that's great.
And DM us. You can get hold of us however you like.
Okay, because I
Again, I'm head of tech.
you are head of tech, but these dilemmas, they came in on a DM. Just saying. So that's why I thought it.
And then I sent you one that came in from the email the other day, and I said, "Did you see this?" You said yes.
Oh yeah, you're so right. Yeah, I'm just losing my mind.
Wow.
We
don't have time for you to lose your mind.
No, we don't.
We don't.
I'll fix that.
I've only just got mine back, so I really don't need you to lose yours.
I'll fix that over the weekend.
Thank you so much.